So I am going to show you how to make your own little, I suppose it's like a little Father Christmas, isn't it? It's like a smaller gonk, but a smaller decoration. So to make a little gonk, you will need, this is a wrapping paper tube, the inside of a wrapping paper tube. I've cut it to about 1 inch thick, a pair of scissors and some thread, wool. I've used thick wool for this one today because I left my multicoloured one in school. And this one is about, I'd say, 1.5 foot long, 1.5 foot long. There we go. You'll need a little button for the nose. Little button. I've got a little button compared to the big one I used to use. And I've got lots of fluffy wool for the beard, but you can use any wool or any colours you want to. So for this first step, you need to take the hat. So you take your tube and you get a piece of thread. I'm going to get one piece of thread, or wool, I suppose. It's wool, isn't it? It's not thread. And I fold it in half, so you've got a hoop at one end. You then get your tube and you put the hoop on one side and the end on the other. And then what you're going to do is you're going to thread the end through the hoop. So you thread the end through the hoop so it comes through the middle. And then you make those together and you pull. So that's the first bit done. And you just keep doing that over and over again. So pick up your wool, put your hoop on one side, the ends on the other side, and then you're going to thread the ends through the hoop. Off you go, pull it together, and you pull it together. What you need to make sure is that your hoops are always on the same side. I'll do it again. Pick up your wool, hoop on one side, ends on the other, pick up your tube, hoop on one side, ends on the other, and you thread the ends through the hoop and you're connecting underneath through the middle, doosh, pull through, and you keep going again, over and over again until it's all full. Okay, so I'm nearly at the end now. As you can see, all my hoops are on one end of the tube and I've got 2 left, so I'll do the last 2, maybe 3, we'll see. So pick up my hoop, find the loop, there's the loop, fold in half, hoop on one side, pull the ends through the hoop, there you go, pull it through, push it together. I'll do maybe 2 more I've got. So the hoop's on one side, then you put your fingers through, pull the ends together, done. Through the middle, do 1 more. So hoop on one side, pulling the ends through the hoop, pull it together. There we go, 1 more. The children love this bit in class because, I'll see if you can guess what it looks like, but to the children in my class, they love it because it looks like a squid. So there you go, you've got all the ends on one side, no gaps, you can't see any of the tube in the cardboard, so it looks like a little octopus, a little squid. Now this bit's tricky. So you have to almost turn this inside out. So you need to thread all these loose bits up the middle of the tube. So I'm going to thread it, use my thumbs, and just push through. Just push through, push them all through, and look, they're coming over the other end, coming over the other side. So I keep putting my thumbs through, and that through, there we go. And then it's like a little knot, and you almost brush it out with your fingertips. Brush it out like you would hair, brush it out so there's no bends or anything. Brush it out through the other end. And then, it's like another squid again, but this time you can see more of the bobble hat, isn't it? It's the rim of the bobble hat. There we go. So make sure it's all tucked in nicely, pull it, you can pull it, all the loose ends, there we go. Now you get another piece of your thread, a loose thread, and you're going to tie a little knot around the end of it here. So I'm going to go about 1 inch maybe above the end of the rim, and you tie a knot around it. I'm going to tie it nice and tight, like a double knot. One's come loose, there we go. Tie it really, really tight, because then you want that to be the top of your bobble hat. There you go, tie a nice bobble hat, and then it's almost got, I know this seems like a lot of waste, but we need that for the hat, see? Okay, now this is the bit that we all like doing. You have to give your hat a haircut. So I go for about 1.5 centimeters away from the end of your where you've tied a knot around your bobble hat, so you can get an adult to help you with the scissors. I've got big scissors because most women can only find these ones at home. So 1.5 centimeters away, you're just going to go around the hat in a circle and keep cutting away at all the hat. So this is the bobble hat bit then. So you cut all the way around it. You keep going all the way around. There we go. Ta-da! You've got your own little bobble hat then. It's cute. Your own little bobble hat. So we've got our hat. Now we need to make the beard. So you get a long piece of wool, and you can use a crochet tool, I suppose, to help you, but I just use my fingers. So get one end of the wool, and you've got 4 fingers, and you just hook that around, and you wrap the wool around your fingers. Not tight, not tight. I can just feel it. It's not pulling, it's just tight enough to stay around my fingers in the same space. And you go round and round and round. Depends how big you want your beard. Now, if I've got a big hat, I want a big, big beard. If I've only got a little hat, I might only want a little, little beard. So I'm just wrapping around. It's not tight, boys and girls. Nice and lightly. I lost my wool. Wrapping, wrapping, wrapping. Wrapping, wrapping, wrapping. Not tight, not tight. Round and round and round, round and round and round. Round and round and round. Okay, like that. Now I gently pull it off my fingers and keep it together. That's really important that you keep it together. I'm going to cut the end off. So I've got a big, big ball. Then I get another piece of wool. And what you're going to do is you're going to wrap it in the middle of the ball you've just made. So wrap it, and then you're going to tie a knot. So you're tying it all together really, really, really tight, nice and secure. I'm going to do a double knot. There we go, nice and secure on my beard. Okay, so it almost looks like you've got one end and another end, and that's the middle bit. And you get your scissors, and you're going to cut on the end of the ball that you've just made. All the ends you've just made. It's like a little pom-pom. So we're making a big pom-pom of Father Christmas's beard. And you cut all of the folded bits in half. So then they're all frayed, look. So all I've done is I've just cut down the middle there to make it all fray. So then I'll do the same on the other side. And hopefully, if your knot is secure enough, then that's why none of it is falling apart. Because you've tied your knot so securely. And then just make it into a little ball, and then you can trim any longer hairs you don't want. Go, and you've got a little ball. So we have now got the pom-pom, the bobble hat, and the nose. Now I've got a very hot glue gun. You need adult supervision. You can, I suppose, use PVA glue as well, but I've just got my glue stick at home, so that's what I'm going to use. So you're going to glue a nice line at the bottom of your hat, and you're going to stick your pom-pom straight up there. So this will be very skillful if I can do this one-handed. So got my pom-pom. Put my glue on the edges of it. Now yours hopefully will look, there we go, on the edges. I'm doing mine one-handed so I can have my hand on the camera as well. So lots and lots of glue. And then you're just going to douche. Stick it on one side of the pom-pom. There we go. Very, very hot. Be careful. Do this with an adult. And now, ooh, my Santa is missing something. What's it missing? A nose. So I've got my own little nose there. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that as well. A little bit of glue on that. There we go. So I've got a glue on my there. Oh no, I've dropped it. Oh! That's okay because accidents happen. And then stick the nose on. Hey, and there you go. I've got my own little Santa. There he is there. And there's my other one there, my little Gonk or Santa. You can also thread some thread through the hat to make a little decoration. But I like them just to sit on my shelf now. And they can sit there checking to see, all the boys and girls doing all their distance learning at home. And there they are.